Eagle out, and today we're gonna talk about the Eagles breaking Travis Kelce. Also, we got to talk about Jihaad Campbell looking good, looking like he on schedule. And lastly, the Rams built to beat the Eagles, according to an NFL legend. But let's get straight into it. All right, man. Before we talk about football, let's talk about a couple guys just getting rings this year. You got Jalen Hurts, got multiple rings. You have now Reed Blankenship getting married. Congratulations. And Joe Casper, the safety coach, getting married. So congratulations to those guys, man. I know I think AJ Brown proposed to his girlfriend, who is now his fiance. So it's a lot of rings. It's a lot of rings going around, man, Philadelphia. So shout out to those guys, man. I'm happy to be married. Like, I'm not one. I love my wife. I ain't one of those that wanna. Oh nah, she cool. I want to step. Nah, I really mess with my wife. I ain't gonna lie. Hopefully they have a successful marriage and till forever. I don't know. I don't know the words. I don't know what to say. But congratulations to those guys. But let's talk about a little football. Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith been looking healthy, been looking good. He's been working out with the younger guys, not on the Eagles, but the Georgia guy. I think his name is Jalen Walker, who got drafted really early. And you've seen like Nolan Smith hitting the bags and stuff like that. So Nolan Smith looked pretty healthy time and time again. I'm going to keep repeating myself, and I'm sorry. My only thing about Nolan Smith, can he last a full season with a lot of snaps? We will see. But so far, Nolan Smith looked phenomenal as far as the training I've been seeing of him. I expect a full go in a couple weeks of training camp. So, yeah, man, shout out to Nolan Smith. Speaking of injured guys, I hate to say it like that. Let's talk about Jihaad Campbell. So, Jihaad Campbell dropped a video looking good, the way he's moving. We know, I think he had like a shoulder injury, and we don't really expect to see him till August. Training camp start the 22nd? It's something in that end of July. So we probably won't see him that first week, but I expect the second week of training camp, we'll see a lot of Jihaad Campbell. It'll be interesting the way we use him. I know it's been a battle back and forth, definitely between me and people that comment like, yo, where they going to put Jihaad Campbell? Is he a linebacker? Or are they going to put him at edge? Is he primarily a linebacker? Is he going to be a Zach Bomb or hybrid? To me, I think it's primarily linebacker, some edge. And I know that leaves a lot of questions for Nakobe Dean. And honestly, I just don't see a path where Nakobe Dean can stay in Philadelphia, because even if Nakobe Dean come back and have a decent year, right? Say if Trotter Jr. is playing really good. You got Trotter Jr. still on a rookie deal, fifth round pick. Then you had Jihaad Campbell on the rookie deal. You still had Zach Bond locked down. And maybe you draft somebody, and I'm totally forgetting about Smile Munden. So I just don't see the path on how Nakobe Dean stay. What I hope for Nakobe Dean is that he have a great year, whereas though he could get paid. I hope he could get paid, because the injury he suffered is very gruesome. We're talking about October, November coming back. And will he be 100% full speed October, November? Don't know. But Nakobe Dean, man, I wish nothing but the best for him. But back to Jihaad Campbell, I can't wait to see him play, because this dude is massive. Like, he is massive. He adds size to that linebacker room. He adds speed. He's very smart. There clips floating around. If you just type in Jihaad Campbell on TikTok, you will see a lot. How he made these transitions, how he reads the running back, which gaps and which holes they're going to take, how he reads the quarterback. He's really good in coverage. I think that's the most underrated thing about him, is that he's really good in coverage. He tackles. Again, he just knows everything that's going on the field. It's like having two Zach Bonds on the field. We'll see if it could transition to the NFL level. But as far as what I've seen in college, it should transition to the NFL level. But yeah, man, Jihaad Campbell, it seemed like he'll be back very soon, ready to go. So Eagles took a gamble. We know he dropped because of the injury. A lot of teams in that top 10, top 15-ish can't really take that risk. That's understandable. But whereas though with the Eagles, won the Super Bowl, we see the upside of Jihaad Campbell. We see the talent. We could take that risk. Like, it's a shoulder injury. He could get over this, and he could take his game to the next level. So, can't wait to watch him. I can't wait to watch him. I can't wait to watch Trotter Jr. too. Those two guys, I really can't wait to watch for sure. But let's talk about Travis Kelce. So Travis Kelce was on a podcast. He was asked about, yo, man, no disrespect. What did you know when the Super Bowl was over? But let me play this clip.
Be disrespectful. But at what point were you like, okay, we're not going to be able to pull this one out?
You know, I don't know if that ever like came in my mind. It was just always just keep fucking fighting and see what happens. But at the same time, it got ugly quick, and that shit wasn't too fun.
Because I think
when they yanked their DBs out, or their like big guys on defense, I was just like, fuck, man, God. I know what that sign is.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, it's like you're still trying to like, you're in the mode of like fight. Just give your guys and your coaches everything you got, and it just wasn't.
Man, you see that look in his eyes. He like, man. Look, when they took them DBs, I still fought. But when they took them DBs out, man, I just knew. I mean, look, man, it was just our time. Like, we wanted the Chiefs bad. Because you got to think about it. When the Chiefs beat us in the Super Bowl, they didn't beat us the following year. And they didn't beat us in the Super Bowl basically last year. Let's just say last year. They didn't beat us in the Super Bowl. We wanted them bad, bad, bad. Because we knew we were the better team. That's one thing I can say about the Eagles. We match up with the Chiefs really well. I'm not sure how the AFC, like the Baltimore Ravens or the Bills, the Cincinnati Bengals, they don't really match up with the Chiefs well. But the Eagles always matched up with the Chiefs really, really well. And even like C.J. Gardner-Johnson said a couple years ago when we lost, he's like, yo, give us good grass. We will beat the shit out of the Chiefs. It's something in that matter. We got good grass in the Dome in New Orleans, and we beat the shit out of the Chiefs. We did. I think even if they had Tyreek Hill, it wouldn't have made a difference. We did not come to play. We did not come to play, man. And I said about the Chiefs, when I'm watching, I'm like, they look fraud. They frauded all their way to the Super Bowl. Like, at least when we was frauding, we got to the Buccaneers and got our ass kicked in the wild card game. They frauded their way all the way to the Super Bowl. And we just had to expose them. You had to expose them. So, yeah, he got that look in his eyes. Like, man, the Eagles kicked my ass, man. That's the look he got in his eyes. That's the look. But let's get into the last topic. Are the Rams really built to beat the Eagles? So I was reading an article, shout out to the Eagles Wire, and Jerome Bettis, you know, he was bigging up the Rams. He's like, yo, the Rams made some moves. Like, they got Devontae Adams. I think he said they had a decent draft. And he like, right now they built to beat the Eagles. And I look at it, the problem is not the offensive side. They could get Devontae Adams, whoever. Their problem is that small defensive line. I like Jared Verse. Who else? I can't remember his name. I think his name Kobe or something. I can't remember the guy's name, the defensive tackle. I could be wrong on the name too. I could be way off. But they got some guys. And the problem with the NFL today is that a lot of Jordan Davises are not getting drafted. Like, maybe they go 6th, 7th round, but they're not getting like drafted 1st, 2nd, 3rd round. The problem is, and Howie Roseman was a genius on this, is that these defensive ends and tackles are really undersized. It's because they want speed guys to go rush the passer in the passing lead. What happens is that we got a bunch of big guys up front, whereas though we can maul and bully those guys and open up holes for Saquon Barkley in the run game. Now, if you happen to get us, whatever, you get into the run game, ask the Chiefs, ask the Steelers, we got the weapons outside to beat you. So the problem with the Rams is that I don't think they made enough moves on the defensive side. I don't think they got bigger up front, whereas though it's like, yeah, they made some moves. Like, add Devontae Adams, cool. Now add another offensive weapon. And even when we watched the game against the Eagles and Rams, the problem wasn't the offense with the Rams. They was moving the ball for sure. of course, the Eagles gonna get some turnovers for sure. But the problem with the Rams is that they were small up front, and we took full advantage, especially in the snow. And we beat them in their dome. We beat them 2023. Like we constantly beat the Rams. But when you watch it, the problem with the Rams, Puka Nacua and those guys, they were putting up points. That defensive line is small. As much as I love Jared Verse, they small, man. They just can't handle Lane Johnson, Jordan Mailata, and when we have Mekhi Becton, Landon Dickerson, and Cam Jerk, they just can't handle those guys for a full game. That's the problem, and I don't think they made enough moves where it's though like, yeah, they there. Well, I don't think so. But that's all I got for you guys today. And hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel? The Rams built to beat the Eagles. I doubt that. Jihaad Campbell, Travis Kelce. But this is Eagle Al, man. I'm out.